Please could we start with your name and where you're from?
Okay, I'm Ying Ying. I represent Symphony in Malaysia and Singapore.
Great.
Yeah.
And how have you found businesses in terms of their receptiveness to bringing Symphony products to market?
Well, we have been dealing with Symphony for the past few years, and I think our relationship in our part of the world, relationship is very important. So the relationship with our customers, the trust that they have in a British technology, has been very fruitful, especially in D2W and D2P, and now that we have gone into a range of our own, the Protector range, that's been really helpful, and we hope that we can bring value to the market. Yeah.
A number of distributors have spoken about bringing their own branded products to market at this conference, and that seems to be a really good method. Would you advise that to other distributors?
I think that is one of the quickest way to bring value to the customers. I mean, there are two ways really. One is to partner with them if they already have their own success in their areas and we are adding value for them. That's one way. And the other way, there are many people who are just looking for the solutions, right? And that is the quickest way to market. So this is an area where even between distributors we can partner, and especially like Malaysia. Malaysia is a area where plastic industry is really, really big. So we cover all the areas in Malaysia because we are a petroleum-based country. So in that way, if anyone is looking for anything, whether to include antimicrobial properties to make them degradable, biodegradable, this is an area where I can help them to link up with these manufacturers, for example. So these are a few ways where we can, together as a family, I think we can achieve much more.
That's great. And those are some of the really positive sides of things. How have you found some challenges in your area?
Definitely. I think it's come to a tipping point, there's sentiments about plastics.
It's a very emotive subject.
It's a very emotional subject for many. I, for one, I've got a long history with waste management. That's where I come from. So plastic pollution, solid waste management, these are issues very close to my heart. I sincerely believe that D2W is the technology to the best technology, and in fact it's the only technology that you can use for plastics. Having said that, 3R is very important. It's best to reduce. It's good for all of us. Yeah.
And do you think government in your area will acknowledge that kind of sentiment and pass legislation which would encourage the sale and use of D2W? Do you see that on the horizon?
Yeah, there are a lot of focus in this area. Right now, we need to communicate with them as far as the differences between bioplastics, the differences between oxo, biodegradable plastics, and conventional plastics. What we can do is to keep educating them, and hopefully it will be a technology of choice.
Great. Thank you very much for your time, Ying Ying.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.